Angry guy here, and return her to the wild, set her free into the streets. Return her to the wild and set her free into the streets. Guys, a lot of men are having a lot of men are have had their confidence destroyed by, you know, these wild animals. And I'm just telling y'all right now, it has to stop. Y'all need to start letting go of these ladies, letting go of them, stop chasing them, stop going after them, walk away from that nonsense. Don't chase them, set her free, return her to the wild, return her to the wild, set her free into the streets, she's from, she's for the streets, let her be.
At work turned into texting at home.
Let's check out this video entitled "Woman Humbled After Divorcing Husband."
And then pictures and videos, and then trying to sneak some alone time with him. I knew that it was wrong, but it made me feel so alive, and my husband had not made me feel like that in years.
All right, guys, y'all looking at the thumbnail, y'all looking at the title of the video. Y'all already know what time it is. It is time to get active. Shout out to my Instagram at @TheRealMTR. The link to my description box down below. Make sure y'all continue to follow your boy and send me absolutely dope content to bring up here on the platform and have a discussion about it. Today's video, young lady describing why divorcing her husband was the worst decision she's made in her life. Without further ado.
If I could give anyone a piece of advice for divorce, it would be to not do it under normal circumstances. If your spouse is beating you or threatening you or your children, then of course, get out and fast. In my case, there was no abuse. We were together for 8 years. That was mostly good. And we have 4 kids. Right around 5 years, I got a promotion.
She was with her dude for 8 years. They have 4 kids. Right around 5 years, she got a promotion at work.
And I got it in my head that my ex-husband was dragging me down, or at least holding me back from.
Wow. Okay, so she got a promotion. She's making more money now. So suddenly she's better than him, and he's holding her glorious self behind. Listen to me, guys. You have to remember, it doesn't matter if she's a doctor or a lawyer. It doesn't matter what she does for a living. It doesn't matter who she is. If she's a Western woman, do not forget that she came from the wild, and you need to return her to the wild when she starts going crazy, when she starts acting up. Return her to the wild. She is for the streets. Set her free. Let her be happy.
For success.
Shout out to feminism. You have struck again. All right. If it was truly about equality, then her getting a promotion while the guy doesn't shouldn't bother her one bit. But let's keep going.
And a better life. We never had a lot of money, but with my promotion, I was now making more than he was. I started working longer hours, and at the same time, his hours were cut, so he was at home more. I really began to resent him because he was home and because he got to spend time with our kids. Most nights when I got home, they were already getting ready for bed, if not already sleeping. After a few months of my new job, it was clear to me that things were not going.
So this man was doing a better job than she could because her husband was still working, but his hours got cut. So he was spending more time with the kids. Not only was he spending more time with the kids, he was clearly taking good care of the kids because they were fed. They had to be. All right. Because she wasn't saying anything about that. They were washed up, fed, and put to bed by the time she got home. Check that out, guys. They were washed up, fed, and put to bed. All right. This one is for the streets.
Well at home without me there. Some nights the dishes weren't done when I got home, or the kids hadn't eaten, or whatever else I could think of to be mad at him about. It really didn't matter. He kept saying that he would try harder, but that it was hard being home all the time. That always made me really mad. For the next couple years, things kept getting worse. My hours weren't any shorter, and his were on and off full time. There was no convenient time for him to be working full time because of my hours, but we also needed the money. Whenever he would tell me that he could get extra hours, I would always complain. And the less hours he worked, the more I complained.
The hell?
Bringing in enough money.
She started off this whole thing talking about that there wasn't abuse that happened within this marriage, but he wants to get more hours and you complain. He'll get less hours and then you complain as well. That's emotional abuse. And I'd argue that emotional abuse is worse than physical abuse.
See, guys, if he did this to a woman, if a man did this to a woman, women would tell this man to leave her. Women would tell this man to leave him. And men would tell this, and women would tell this woman to leave him, and men would tell this woman to leave him. causes abuse. But because it's a man and because it's okay to do this to a man, no one gives a shit. All right, like this is enough. This sorry behavior, this type of crap that's been happening to men for so long has to come to an end now. Can't continue on like this anymore, brothers. Cannot. Men need to walk the fuck away.
You can see the scars of the physical abuse, but the emotional abuse often can go undiagnosed and can be even traumatic and long-lasting than physical abuse. You sound like an abuser.
Whenever he brought up the contradiction, I would tell him that he needed to figure it out.
Oh, God.
I knew that it would bother him, so I started saying that a lot and for everything that I could. I really started to resent him, and I pulled away from him. I knew that it was hurting him, but I didn't care. If he didn't want to be hurt.
See, guys, I'm not listening to any woman. I'm not listening to any suggestions. There's this woman who told me that they would put me in. I had a therapist who told me they would put me into jail, put me in jail if I tried to do what I want to do. I wouldn't do it anyway. I want to have multiple women. I want to have a Filipina, and I want to have a Latina. Okay, I have my Filipina as my main chick. That's going to be my wife, and I'm going to have my Latina, and that's going to be my second. She's with her. I'm going to start my second family. Okay, then I have my second family over in Latin America, and then I'm going to have my Filipina. I'm going to have my main. That's my main chick. We're going to have our kids in the Philippines, and that's really how it's going to be. Maybe I'll bring my kids back to the U.S. because they'll be American citizens through me, and they'll definitely should let them spend some time in the U.S. But that's really how it's going to be. But I'm not planning to have just one chick. You have to like hedge your bets, and you don't have a Western chick either. You can also have an Eastern European chick, but you have to be careful because you see what's happening to the Tate brothers in Romania now. Everyone thinks like, oh, Eastern European chicks, they're safe. You have to remember those women belong to the state. All right, women belong. Doesn't matter what country you go to. Women belong to the state, and you mess with their women, they'll mess with you. So that's really how it is. But anyway, guys, this woman right here, no matter what, she was just looking for a reason. She was looking for a reason to mess up the relationship with her husband. She never loved him. She was just loving the things that he could do for her. And at the end of the day, she got bored with him from the very beginning. She was planning the divorce before she planned the wedding. That's how women roll. They plan the divorce before they plan the wedding. And a lot of these guys out here, they fall in love with these women, and they think that this is going to be forever, and they don't understand. This is just your turn. Some guys get married, they're like, oh, this is a marriage. This is my wife. Nah, bro, this is just this is a Western bitch. Nah, bro, this is your turn. All right, this marriage is not. This marriage isn't gonna last, man. This is just your turn. You think she hasn't been fucking other guys since you got married to her, bro? Stop. Listen to me. Listen to me. You can't even nut her mouth, can you? Nope. Can't nut her mouth. Can't put in her ass. But guess what? A bunch of other dudes have done that. All right. Oh, dude, listen to me. Listen to me. Listen to me. It was just your turn, bro. It was just your turn. She just set you up. She had some kids with you so that she could continue to extract wealth and resources from you for the long term, bro. And she got you. She got you. All right. She got you like Gay Tyrone gets his victims in jail. She got you. Anyway, guys, this is all I have for you right now. If you want to watch the full video, I'm going to link in the description of the video. I just wanted you to check this out and see what's really happening out there. That these women, they're listen to me. Listen, return her to the wild, set her free into the streets. Let me know if you agree with that comment. That's everything I've got for you. Let me know what you think about everything we discussed in the comments. So let me know what you think if you should return her to the wild and set her free into the streets. Like the video if you like it. Don't forget to subscribe. And if you like the video, share the video. Turn on notifications. Never miss another video again. And just remember that all roads lead to MWA. Man walking away. And cheers.